Hi, I'm Madam Pamita, and this is Madam Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you an amazing spell for working with the spirit of Black Hawk. If you are a spiritualist, or you are someone who likes to work with spirits, or you're into hoodoo, you may have heard of people working with the spirit of Black Hawk. It was Mother Leafy Anderson back in the teens and the 20s who began channeling Black Hawk's spirit, and she was the first one to bring it to the forefront. But since then, Black Hawk has connected with many, many people, helping them in situations of social injustice, things where they were powerless and they needed to have more power or protection. Black Hawk was a Native American of the Sauk tribe in the Midwest and was in the early 1800s fighting against the incursion of the white Americans who were taking over the lands of the Native Americans, breaking treaties and so on. And he fought for the justice of the Native American people on his tribe and the Fox tribe as well. So in situations where you want someone that's almost like a superhero to come in, Black Hawk is great for that. Now, in doing any kind of spirit work, you always have to ask respectfully if the spirit is willing to work with you. So before beginning doing any kind of spirit work with Black Hawk, first ask Black Hawk if he is willing to work with you. You ask very nicely, you can ask mentally, you can ask out loud, but just first ask that question. If the answer is a yes, you will get a sign of some sort within the next couple days. You might see some Native American imagery that's very powerful, or you might see a hawk up in the sky or see the word hawk somewhere. There'll be some way that he lets you know that he is willing to work with you. And if that's the case, then you can do this really beautiful candle spell working with Black Hawk in a way that is helpful in protection or in justice. So we have 3 Black Hawk candles here that are possibilities that you can work with. We have a red one for issues related to love and passion. We have a green one for issues related to money and job and so forth. And we have a white one that's for general all-purpose blessings. I'm going to be working with the green one today, and we're going to be using this for an intention, let's say, where there was some injustice at a job. For example, somebody else got a raise and you deserved a raise, but you didn't get one. You can ask Black Hawk to work on your behalf to get you the raise that you deserve. In that case, we would work with a green candle to get that money, that prosperity, and the job situation sorted out. So what you will need for this spell is a candle, of course. You also need a few more things. We're going to have in this spell 3 Indian head pennies, and these are old US pennies that have an Indian on the front, a Native American with a headdress. And these are very, very good in working protectively. They are your scouts. They are watching out for you. We're going to use these as talismans after the candle spell is done. So they're very, very powerful and something that you can carry that energy with you after you've finished the spell. You'll also need some tobacco. Tobacco is a sacred herb in Native American culture and is one that's favored by Black Hawk, so you can use tobacco. And then we also have Indian spirit guide oil, and Indian spirit guide oil is made with herbs that are sacred in Native American cultures. So once you have all of these things assembled, you're ready to do your spell. So first thing we're going to do is get a tray to work on. And then we're going to get our candle. What we're going to do is we're going to write our petition along the base here, all around the candle. You have a lot of room. You even have a lot of room on the back here if you want to write more. But we can write a very long petition of what it is that we want without doing a petition paper. So, for example, we'd say, Black Hawk, please help me. I think that please is very important because we're asking a spirit who was a war leader, someone who was well respected and honored, and we want to ask for his help. in a way that's respectful of his power. We're not going to make a demanding kind of request. Do this for me, or you must do this. We want to ask with a respectful tone. So in this case, I'm writing a petition that says, Black Hawk, please help me get a raise. Right? Very simple, straightforward, to the point. And I went all the way around the base. Again, if you have a longer petition, you have more room on the back of this candle to do that. This beeswax, this is a beeswax candle, so it's nice and easy to carve in and have it show up. So I say, Black Hawk, please help me get a raise. Okay? All the way around the candle. Now I'm going to dress that candle with Indian Spirit Guide oil. We're going to be using just tobacco as our only herb here today, but you could also use other herbs that are sacred in Native American cultures. For example, white sage or sweetgrass or bearberry, things like that are also welcome. So we apply that in an upward motion. And as we were doing this, we could say, Black Hawk, please help me in bringing justice to work and getting me the raise that I deserve. You can look at the candle in the face as you talk to it. You can connect with spirit that way. Okay. Now we've dressed our candle in that beautiful oil. And then we're going to use our 3 Indian head scents. We're going to place those in a triangle around the candle. Now we're going to make a triangle pointing upward, meaning the point is up. And that means we're bringing something up. We're moving something up. Okay? That's very powerful. And then after the candle spell is finished, we're going to take those pennies out and carry them with us in a mojo bag, or carry them with us in a little wrapped up cotton cloth. Somehow carry those with us to keep the protection on our money and to keep us protected in this work environment and to help us to get some justice in the work environment. Last thing we're going to do is to sprinkle some tobacco around the candle. We can sprinkle that around in a circle. And we also add a little bit to the top of the candle as well. We can put a little bit. You can put snuff, which is nice powdered tobacco, on sprinkle that on top and it will stick. But we can stick a few strands there on our candles for the spell. All right, and then finally we're going to light our candle with our prayer or petition, asking Black Hawk for his assistance in getting the raise that we are deserving of having. And getting that candle lit. And there you have a very beautiful, very powerful petition, working with Black Hawk, working with the spirit of Black Hawk to help you in a situation where money is necessary and justice is necessary. Now, as with any candle, you want to make sure that you are at home and you are awake anytime it's burning. If you go to sleep at night or you go leave the house, you want to snuff the candle out, don't blow it out, and then relight it when you wake up or when you come home again. So there's our gorgeous candle spell for working with Black Hawk, and I really enjoyed sharing this with you. I hope that you have wonderful success with your candle spells and contacting spirit. I'm Madam Pamita, and this is Madam Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com.